Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Wednesday. I was going to say Monday, but no, it's Wednesday. It feels like a Monday, but it's not. Trust me. Gio here is still petitioning for that Inhumans Omnibus. I know it's going to happen. We just got to stay strong and keep putting on the pressure and let Marvel know that we want that book. And of course, I'm joined by a good friend, good pal, good brother, Comics Guide. How you doing, Lou?
Hey, buddy, holding the line. It'll happen. I'm right there with you along there, man. It's gonna happen eventually one day. You're gonna wake up one morning. Omar's gonna put on that tan suit or whatever suit he's got, and he's gonna announce, the Inhumans omnibus.
He said that he would let me know before the video went up as a secret, and I'm like, I appreciate that, but I want to be surprised like everybody else. So we'll see what happens.
Give it time. It's gonna happen. Eventually, they're gonna run out of shit to publish. So
that's the strategy right now. But we still got 6 more months. The stuff could get announced for next year. So I'm still hopeful that maybe by the end of the year we'll get something.
Yeah.
If not, we keep going into 2024, asking away.
There you go, man. This is a war of attrition. You just got to wait it out. Eventually they'll take
absolutely. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to the chat. You guys are already typing up a storm right there. Today, we're doing Q&A plus mixing it in and doing the part 2. That's why I'm here. Typically not on Wednesdays. We're doing the ultimate comic book film ranking. We started that last week. It was a lot of fun getting to chat and debate about certain movies. I found a tier maker. If you guys are new and haven't watched part 1, I suggest going back and watching that for fun. And it has a bunch of cool stuff from DC movies to the Fox Marvel stuff, the MCU. It's mostly just the big 2 for superheroes. I tried looking for one that had everything, including like the independent adaptations or whatever, like Dark Horse properties or whatever. Couldn't find it, so I settled on this one. So yeah. Also, don't take this seriously. It's just for fun. This is not like the definitive holy grail list. All right. I know some people get really touchy with that stuff.
Yes.
This is just for fun. We're gonna rant, so don't get upset and be like, I'm gonna dislike the video because they talk mean about a movie. Let me also remind you guys that this show is sponsored by the fine folks at InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, trade paperback, hardcover, manga, and so much more, with great deals that range from 42 to sometimes 50, 60% off, depending on the week, with the deals of the week, with the special sales. Like right now, we got red tag sales, we got the damages and manga sales, all that fun stuff, all kinds of cool stuff happening at our sponsor's website. If you make an order of $50 or more in your collected editions order, you get free shipping in the US. If you make an order on a week-by-week basis, you get that sweet loyalty discount that adds an extra 2% to that loyalty discount. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Shout out to IST. This week we had some really cool stuff. You can see right here, a Deadly Class Deluxe hardcover, 50% off. That's awesome. For $25, you get the. Is this the last one? The finale for Deadly Class?
Is it, baby? This is the ending of one of the best comic runs in the last few years. Highly recommend you guys grab all 4 if they're still in print, and you will not be disappointed. It's a hell of a ride, all 56 issues. And when was the last time we've gotten a 50 to 60 issue comic run complete? This is a buy, guys, really. If you trust me on giving you reviews and stuff like that and what I recommend, you can't go wrong with this one.
Absolutely. Here's some of the new releases as well. Jess is a huge fan of Coda. He is highly recommending this. So if you guys want to try that out from Cy Spurrier, give it a shot. The deluxe edition hardcover, 30% off. It's great. There's some of the top sellers. Already, Deadly Class jumped into the top 5 with just 1 day of it being released. That's awesome.
That's great.
So yeah, that's what you guys got to do after watching this stream. Go buy some books. Next, also we did the gift card giveaway on Monday. I wasn't here for it, but congratulations to the winner. That was awesome. That's being taken care of. And if you guys want to participate again, we do it at the end of the month in July, the last Monday of July. We're going to do another one. Hopefully, you watching at home will be able to win a $50 gift card courtesy of InStockTrades.com.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Tasty Melon brings up a really cool trivia. Today is National Caps Lock Day. Caps Lock Day. I did not know that. That is great. So I'm all caps. So I did it. There we go.
All right. Give me 1 second, man. Somebody's at the door.
Yeah, go for it. Are we only talking about MCU or all movies based on Marvel characters? No, there's Fox stuff in there. Let me check real quick behind the scenes here. I see Howard the Duck. Oh, we do have a couple random Image properties that got movie adaptations. That's fun. Okay. I dig it. We can talk about that stuff. I don't know if it's completely up to date for all of the MCU. If so, if not, that's going to suck. But we could just make it up as we go along, right? Yeah, we can. Because I see it's not up to date for this year, unfortunately. So it's not technically the most ultimate ranking, but whatever. It's not like our lives depend on it, right? William, thank you so much. Good evening. No, this is not the comment. This one is. Inhumans Omnibus will happen after Uncanny X-Men Volume 50. There's so many X-Men books. It's not fair, man. Top 5 movies not from the big two. Red, Immortal, Dread, Death of Stalin, and Sin City. Nice. That Dread movie is awesome. Same with the others that you mentioned. Let's see. Oracle, thank you for joining. My favorite comic book movie of all time, X-Men from 2000. That was before the MCU. If you had asked me what my favorite MCU movie, that's a tough one. I'd have to say, Barbie, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Nice. That's gonna be wild. It comes out in 2 weeks?
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, put in the chat, guys. What are you gonna watch? And in the comment section later, are you going for the Barbie or are you going for Oppenheimer that day? It's just you could not get any more polar opposite than those two.
Ultimate capitalism, ultimate expression of money and wealth with plastic and toys and all that fun stuff versus the ultimate destruction with government and world wars and depression and sad stories for Oppenheimer.
Yeah, the instrument of our own basic destruction. So.
Yes. If I were to go to the movies to watch one of the two, I would watch both, but which one I would watch first?
Yeah,
I think it would probably be Barbie, just because it's lighthearted, and with Oppenheimer, I know it's going to be a grueling 3 hours of depression, death, and destruction, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I do know this. Those movies are going to look insane with a 4K disc when they come out.
Oh, I'm buying both day one. I cannot wait to get my hands on the 4K version of Oppenheimer. I want to go see Oppenheimer in 4K. I know it's just going to be fucking 3 hours, so that's a big ask for me, especially I've got a kid and my family and everything. So I really want to carve out time to go see it, especially since I think they shot the whole thing in IMAX, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Or at least a huge chunk of it.
Yeah.
So I want to see the explosion. Apparently, if you go to the theater, you might die from the actual explosion because it's so impressive that Nolan got the budget. I don't know I don't know what that's gonna look like, but
he apparently was able to recreate it. That's what they're saying. This is probably on marketing bullshit, but he was able to recreate what the explosion looked like without actually using a nuclear bomb. But I'm telling you, there was at one point when they were planning this out that Nolan and crew sat down together and went, could we get a nuclear bomb? Just one that maybe they're not using. We detonate it off in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, like in the
yeah,
desert.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Both, or watching both at the same time. Cool.
Nice.
Oppenheimer, Barbie. There we go. Thank you, James.
There you go.
Team Barbie. Evening, Omnibros. How are you? Doing all right.
Good, man.
Let's see. Aria, thank you so much.
Hey, Aria.
Alrighty, so we're gonna pull up the list here and continue the top ranking thingamajig. And if you guys have any questions, shoot them in the chat, or if you're watching later, let us know in the comment section. What do you think of the episode? So last time on Omnibros Live, let me close out the sponsor. There we go. Previously on Omnibros Live, we had a lot of fun talking about all these movies. Some people in the chat were upset at some of our selections. That's understandable. Nobody's perfect, but that's part of the fun. This row I added today, and these are just different cuts or takes on movies that are already in here. So I'm not going to go over that again because that would be redundant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we still got this whole section here.
Oh my god,
it's a lot. I don't think it's up to date to 2023, but maybe at the end we can think where we would place them or something, because I don't have the image here to add it.
Hey, before we kind of jump into this, quick question.
Yes.
Where would you, because I watched it again today, and I really fucking love this movie. Where would you rank Unbreakable? Where would you put it at?
Unbreakable, Shyamalan?
Yeah, it's a comic book movie. I love it.
I would say A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd put it up there too.
A, and then Split. I can't review the full thing because I actually still haven't seen Glass.
Just don't.
I'll watch it. I have it. I just haven't sat down to watch it. The only reason I bought it was just to complete the trilogy, if you will.
That's the same reason I have all three as well.
Yeah. So I'll just do those two. Split is an S, and Unbreakable is a top tier A. I don't know Glass yet, so could be F, could be D, could be C. I don't know. Who knows? Next, Imaginaut. As far as best comic book, hold on, wait a minute. There we go. As far as best comic book movies, is there really anything that rivals Akira? If so, I'm at a loss as to what it would be. Howard the Duck Man. I'm kidding. Is there anything that rivals Akira? I don't know. I'd have to. I'll get back to this question. Let me ponder on it. Whatever, however you say it.
Yeah. I have a few thoughts on that. We'll circle around to that.
Unbreakable is a superhero movie, but not a comic book movie, in my opinion. Yeah, like Hancock, basically. I did not like Hancock.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was.
I tried. I remember when it came out, and then I saw it on DVD, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, read the original script of it.
Okay.
Much darker. But then Will Smith got attached to it. And, Big Willie wanted to lighten it up a little bit. So
Smithified.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's start with this over here. We got the Black Widow movie from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think if this movie came out when it was intended in the proper timeline, the reception would have been a lot better than what it was. Because this is set immediately after Civil War, but this came out after Endgame, which is weird
See?
considering what happened in Endgame to be like, oh, we're back with this character. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I mean, do you remember when this came out? The theory was, oh, she's a Skrull. She's just gonna turn into a Skrull, and the real Black Widow is alive. And no, she's still dead, still
She
100%
gone.
dead. You
Yeah.
know, so unless something changes with the Secret Invasion, which that's not a spoiler, by the way. I know you haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
no, it's a C. This is okay. You know, the best thing about it is that we get my waifu, Florence Pugh. I have the biggest crush on Florence Pugh. It's ridiculous.
She's great, and is a wonderful new Black Widow, I think.
Have you ever heard her laugh? It sounds like a smoker's laugh, though.
Really? Oh, no,
Yeah,
I haven't.
she has the really bad smoker's laugh.
Um, you say C. I would agree. Also, I like the start of the movie, and I started liking it less and less as it went along. I like the. I didn't totally mind what they did with the bad guy. What's his face? He's now a woman. Taskmaster. Yes. I didn't totally care too much. I understand why people got upset, but it was kind of half-assed. But visually, to see the character fighting was pretty cool. But story-wise, I didn't care for it. So I'll agree with you. It's a C. Sorry for all you Black Widow fans out there.
All 13 of you.
Yes. Next up, this is a no-brainer. Spider-Man. What is this? No Way Home.
Oh man, this is which one is this one again? I always get the home movies mixed up.
The multiverse one with.
Oh. Yeah, this is an A or an S, man. God damn.
It's an S for me.
That was great.
It's an S for me because it tied everything together with the 3 Spider-Men. And you got more of a redemption arc for the heroes and the villains, because you gave Jamie Foxx another shot at correcting Electro. You gave another shot at Molina to excel as Doc Ock.
Yep.
Green Goblin stole the show, or stole the movie.
Yeah, it's William Dafoe. You put him William Dafoe in anything, he's going to steal.
Yes, he's awesome. And Andrew Garfield got redeemed for his take on Spider-Man. A lot of people turned around on that. And it gave us the real starting point for Tom Holland and Spider-Man.
Yes, it did.
Sort of reset everything to what people are accustomed to in the comic books. And I know that the 4th movie is going to be insane with his new trilogy in the works.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Unless Sony fucks it up somehow.
Ooh, let's hope not.
There's always that factor. There's always there's always the Sony factor.
Shoot.
They already said we're not getting El Muerto, which goddamn shame, man. I was really looking forward to that.
You know? I mean, I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Let the character stay dead.
You know, with his long-standing history in the comics, there's so much to pull from.
Those 2 glorious issues. So much lore. Oh, my goodness. Rich history.
I don't care what anybody says. Bad Bunny showed up to Sony and was like, you know what? I want to be a superhero. Like, what do we fucking got for the guy?
That's embarrassing.
Muerto.
Let's go.
They probably didn't even know what it was. He's like, yes, I'll do El Muerto. And then it's like, you have no fucking clue.
The next one, we got on Spider-Man. This is Homecoming.
This is the first of this trilogy, right?
With Vulture, yeah.
This is a B. This is really good.
I think it's a solid B.
Yeah, I agree with you.
A lot of people were upset at the time with the whole Iron Man thing, but whatever. It's a different universe. I don't care.
Yeah. Anyway. No, I mean, I really like this.
Yeah. They got rid of that because Iron Man ain't around anymore, so whatever. So don't worry about it. He's not his what's the word? Sidekick anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I one of my favorite reveals is close towards the middle where he's picking up MJ from that
Oh, Liz. Liz.
yeah, he's no, it's Liz. You're right. My fault. My fault. He's
Yeah.
picking up Liz from her father's house, and then it's fucking the Vulture, Michael Keaton, that opens the door, and the air was sucked out of the theater, and everyone
Oh
went,
no. Oh
and it's
gosh.
so fucking telegraphed when you watch it again. I can't believe. I'm usually pretty quick to catch on to stuff like that. I can't believe I didn't catch on to it. I was like, oh god.
Hmm.
And then there's the scene where he's in the car and he's piecing it all together, and you just feel the tension. Oh my god, such a great moment. I love that.
Oh yeah. A Warlock 82. No Way Home is the Spider-Man film, along with Across the Spider-Verse film we have now.
Mm,
Loves this channel too, though. Of course, that is what matters. Thank you, buddy.
thank you. We appreciate that.
So yeah, that's a solid B right there. Okay. Avengers: Infinity War. I
Oh,
think, I think no less than a. I think it's an S in my opinion. I like it more than Endgame.
I would happen to agree as well. I think it's a much stronger film than Endgame. I think it's better paced than Endgame. And yeah, when it first came out, I was like, well, I mean, most of these characters ain't really dead. They'll be back because the whole split. But it's still he fucking did it at the end of the movie. I was like, God damn, Thanos actually wiped half of the universe out. They went there.
Everybody was shocked. I still remember the theater, and I'm like, I knew what was going to happen as soon as they made that thing a reality. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're going to get the whole. They're going to come back later, blah blah, and huge fight. But similar with Vulture, the air was just sucked out of that room. Everybody was like, no, wait, but the good guys can't lose. I'm like, they did now. They gone.
They did, man.
They're dead. And yeah, this was a much tighter narrative. Plus, it almost plays like a heist movie because
Yeah.
he's after the stones and everybody's like impromptu, like let's go, we got to take this guy out because the world's gonna end if we let him.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to half of the galaxy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a reason why they kind of keep coming back to Thanos for like the what if stuff and all the other shit that they've been doing.
Are you
Because
gonna
Thanos,
watch What If season 2?
no, no, God, no. Are you going to? Because I'll review it with you. I know you took that bullet every week.
I'll watch it. There's a new hero being introduced, and she's Native American, so I'm
Oh,
really excited to check that out because I'm pretty sure she's going to jump into the live action stuff and the comics. I don't know her name yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to make that happen.
what character is she based off of, or is it like she's taking over?
It's a brand new original character for the MCU, and she's never been in the comics.
Okay, cool. Hey, man, more power
But
to
it's
her. Love it.
I like that it's a Native American character. That's dope. So
Mhm.
I'm excited.
Yeah, no problem. That's great.
What If was not great. Yeah,
That's putting it lightly.
100%.
Yeah, no, it would. Oh,
The best thing that happened out of What If is
mm.
that we got the Marvel Legends figure of What If Zombie Captain America. And I had retired long ago from buying Marvel Hasbro action figures. I don't get them anymore because I don't have the room. And they've gotten expensive. Expensive. They gotten pricier. Sorry, more expensive. Jesus Christ. But Zombie Cap is one of the best figures. I love that. Anyways, what is this? Thor Ragnarok.
This is an A for me.
I'm gonna leave it at an A for you,
Yeah.
but just know that I do not like this movie.
At all.
I can watch it and it's fun, the Sakaar stuff,
Okay.
but I don't like the humor. I don't like what's her name, the bad guy, Hela.
Okay.
Not a fan of that at all. If it were up to me, this is blasphemous for a lot of people. So it's either around here.
Okay, so for
Right.
me, um, this is the right balance of Taika's humor with action. Again, this is for me. And Love and Thunder goes way too far into the Taika's humor versus yeah,
Always.
just
Side.
way too fucking far into that. This strikes a good balance between story and action and humor. I really like this movie a lot. I put it on constantly when I'm working on stuff and everything like that, and I'll watch different scenes. I might watch it tomorrow at work actually while I'm doing stuff. So I really love this movie.
There you
I
go.
really like it a lot.
But for you, because I know you guys disagreed with me on Aquaman, so I'll give you Thor.
No. I don't disagree with you that much on Aquaman. Actually, I think for me it's a B. I really like Aquaman. I think it's a great. I think it's a fun movie. You can't ask for anything else other than they remove Pitbull from the movie.
I forgot about that.
That fucking cover of Africa
It
is
was
god
silly.
awful.
It was silly, but I was able to go like whatever and just go with it. But I agree, it's not a good cover song. Black Panther, 2018.
Ooh. Uh. F. No. It's not enough.
Oh Jesus, you're gonna get a lot of angry comments.
Yeah.
Oof.
If I put that as an F, they'd be like, "Oh, it's because he's racist." No.
Honestly, for me, it's a kind of a C. Not to disrespect the legacy and what was done with that film, that is S level stuff right there. But the movie itself, the plot and the characters and the visuals, I could, I don't know, I don't like it as much as other movies.
For me, this is actually kind of a tough one to place. I'm actually It's a B. I think this is a B for me. I think it has the strongest villain in the MCU. I still think Killmonger is the best villain in the MCU.
He's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he was really cool. He had a good motivation. You understood him, and you get where he was coming from. He just pushed it a little bit too far in the other direction.
Hmm.
Personally, just me, I would have loved to have seen his redemption story, and he would have picked up the mantle of Black Panther in the second one. There was always that is he dead, is he alive kind of thing, and they kind of like nailed it in stone that he is dead. In the second one, I was like, oh, you guys suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a C. Yeah, it's a C. Yeah, B, C in that ballpark. The CGI in that final fight is god awful.
Yeah.
Like,
It was kind of like PS2 video game quality.
Yeah, you want to talk about the Flash and the bad CGI there. This one has some really bad CGI towards the end.
And I felt like, I remember when this came out, I talked about it on this show. I wanted to watch at the time I said this, I wanted to watch Civil War Black Panther in his movie than what we got in that one, because it was mostly the girls hogging the spotlight, which is great, and they kicked ass, and immediately you thought, oh, they're the stars of the show, and Black Panther's like the secondary character. But if we could have gotten like Civil War type Black Panther, he's just beast taking people out, I wanted to see that.
Yeah, still say they should have recast
instead of what we got in the second one.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, they should have recast. You could have gotten so many great leading black actors out there to do this, and they would have crushed it. Yahya Abdul-Mateen, fucking Wonder Man, really? There's your black. Yeah, that's a fucking waste. He should have been your Black Panther.
Yeah, I mean, moving forward, they did the best they could, I guess, and the setup for another movie is there. Because spoilers for something that happens towards the end, but they have an answer for that. Which
cool. That big reveal at the end of the second one,
yeah,
that felt more like they chickened the fuck out. Like they were like, yeah, it did. It felt like, yeah, we kind of got a backdoor exit just in case. We know the fans aren't really crazy about Shuri taking on the mantle, so here's a bone. We're gonna throw you guys a bone.
Yeah.
What up, dudes?
What's
Hey,
up,
Gabe. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to part 2 of the ultimate comic book film ranking.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what I missed here.
bud?
We talked about Thor Ragnarok. Lou placed it on A, on the A list.
Okay.
We talked about Black Widow. That's a C for us.
Okay.
We just talked about Black Panther. I said it's a C. I didn't like it as much. We talked about Spider-Man Homecoming here. It's a B. We talked about Avengers Infinity War as an S. We prefer it over Endgame, and Spider-Man No Way Home, also an S.
I think I agree with all of that.
Yay. Let's see what else we got here. Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second Ant-Man movie.
F. Every Ant-Man 3, and they got me. But every Ant-Man movie is not the best. And they got me on the third one, convinced me to go see it.
They honey dicked you, man.
I got honey potted on that, dude.
I think the third one's the best out of the three, but it's still not a good movie compared to the rest of the MCU.
I am an apologist for this series. For the first two, I think the third is god awful. I say C.
F minus.
I don't hate it. I say C. Granted, I own the fucking disc, and I still haven't seen the movie since it came out in theaters.
No way,
have
dude.
It is still sealed. I have
You
not.
bought Quantumania?
No, God, no. I'm talking about Wasp. No, fuck no. I don't own Quantumania.
Okay,
No.
okay. Gotcha.
I don't think I've seen any Ant-Man movie more than once in the theater. They've never been that great.
I skipped the second one, and I actually saw it when it came out on Blu-ray. I bought the Blu-ray so I could see it. I remember not watching it in theaters because I wasn't too excited for it. And this was right after Infinity War, too, right? Because at the end of Ant-Man and Wasp, they did the whole snap thing, whatever.
Oh, that's right.
It was either right before or right. I think it was right before. There was no movie between Infinity Gauntlet and not Infinity Gauntlet, but Infinity War and Endgame, right?
I think this was in between because the post credit of this is Scott Lang getting trapped,
And the rest, like, get turned to dust.
Right.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
It was a really great movie, and then Ant-Man 2, and then like another really great movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're kind of
It's like-
seeing a pattern with Ant-Man. We had Wakanda Forever, a solid movie. Then we had Ant-Man and Quantumania, a horrible film. And then we had Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, a really great movie. So
You get sandwiched in between good movies.
Yeah, it's your bullshit.
We're just being
Pollock
fed.
movie.
We were just being fed shit sandwiches.
Raphael likes it. B minus. Okay, cool. I was gonna say D, but let's go with F. Whatever. Yeah, but the movie I didn't like. Was it Ghost, the bad guy?
Oh, that's right. Oh, Gio, you made me have PTSD. That's right. They ruined. This is like the first time, and I was like, oh man, they cast a female. And they fucked up the character, you know. And that's what happened. It was not the same character. I wanted, especially the ghost that we got when Luke Cage was running Thunderbolts, and he was like just dirty and stunk because he lived in the suit because it was kind of a reminiscent of Iron Man and Earth X, where he was just that germophobic where he wouldn't take off his suit and stuff. I was hoping to get that and not just some like disgruntled like one-time bottle service girl who found a suit.
I like Tasty Melon. I forgot about Ghost. F minus.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting Ghost and Thunderbolts, so that character's back.
Also, the movie had Goliath with Lawrence Fishburne.
Goliath, that whole thing was that entire scene was just a dick measuring contest joke.
Oh, I forgot Lawrence Fishburne was in that.
How big did you get it? Oh, I got it this big.
Jesus,
There's a very homoerotic innuendo there for Ant-Man.
Is Luis Gomez is in that, right? Not Luis Gomez. What's his face? The one that does the recap every time.
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena. Yeah, he does like his bit is he recaps everything that goes on really fast.
That got old quick for me because of the internet. Because everybody was doing that template meme for everything happening in real life, and I got so sick and tired of it.
Yeah, kind of the same thing as. I loved the new Spider-Verse movie, but all these people that are making it basically their identity is really starting to annoy the fuck out of me. It's really starting to annoy the fuck out of me when I go on Instagram and every single post, because I really like the movie. My algorithm is all these fan cam edits and all these. It's starting to become fucking annoying as shit.
Speaking of annoying, the next one is Ant-Man, the first one.
F.
No,
really?
Not that bad.
No, the Ant-Man movies. We just had this conversation. There's shit in between good movies.
But it's better than the second one.
I like Ant-Man. I like the first one.
That's because you can't give it less than an F. So of course it's going to be better.
I would say D.
I would have loved to have seen Edgar Wright's original film. I really wanted to see what he had planned.
See, Tasty no one agrees with me.
It's garbage.
Yeah. You guys remember Edgar Wright was originally attached to this, and they showed, you could probably find it online, some of the footage that he had worked on. It was like a test screening or something of Ant-Man, and it looked really cool. But then, he dropped out because he had problems with Marvel and stuff like that. Man, I would have loved to have seen
it. EQ, why the Ant-Man hate?
I love the little image. His avatar is great.
Yeah, dude, that fits perfect with the comment. They gave that comment that was like an emoji. Like it actually added like issues to
hell
it.
Yeah. Next one is Winter Soldier.
Ooh, S.
Damn.
Yeah. Fucking hell. My favorite Marvel movie of all time. Yeah.
It's still my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing kicks ass from beginning to end. They still haven't matched it for me in terms of pacing, story, message.
It still holds up.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's even more relevant than it was when it first came out. Goddamn. Winter Soldier in this. Fucking badass Terminator motherfucker just killing people and like cutting bitches up. I love this movie. I fucking love this movie. That knife fight scene versus Black Widow on the highway. And then they cut his balls off for the remainder of the MCU. God damn, I fucking hate that shit. But this is still the best MCU movie. It has my favorite. It has my second favorite cap suit in it. I can't get enough of this movie. I watch it all the time.
I wish we could have gotten more of that Winter Soldier versus more of the Civil War Black Panther.
Yeah.
And the two of them fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see more of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. It's like all of his badass fighting and training skills went out the fucking window the minute this movie was done.
I think it sucks. I'm just joking.
Really? Oh, god damn.
Wow.
I just like how ridiculous Black Widow looks on the poster. Look at that shimmy walk they gave her.
Oh yeah.
I think it's ridiculous. We don't have a big picture of it, but if you look it up, like she's got a stripper walk going on.
Look, the chat already wanted to ban you. Winter Soldier, best MCU movie. A Warlock is a fan of Quantumania. That's good. I'm a fan too. I liked it more than the second one.
You really liked his ass?
Hey, people out there like anchovies on their pizza. That's fine.
I've had that. It's not horrible, but it's not the best topping either.
Well, you got to get extra anchovies so that you can have sex with the pizza delivery person.
MODOK's bare ass.
That was I was disturbed by that. I'm like, why did you go there?
Yeah.
I think they were trying to be funny, but I didn't think it worked out. I don't know.
No, they need to dial that back in general.
Yeah.
And I did like the Quantum Realm. It reminded me of like a Star Wars movie with all the alien species.
I got that vibe. I got the Star Wars movie vibe.
And I did enjoy. I'm talking about Quantumania because it's not on here. I did enjoy the beatdown of a lifetime that Scott got at the hands of Kang. I enjoyed that so much. I was rooting for the bad guy in this movie.
Hit him again, Kang. Beat his ass.
Oh, and the sound engineering for mixing or whatever for this movie was solid with good speaker system. Every hit was like, yeah, let's go. Beat his ass.
Yeah, I thought okay, so we've seen it. We could talk spoilers. I thought Kang was really great in this. I'm like, yeah, I get his story. He's a great villain. I get it. He's intimidating, and then he gets beaten by a bunch of fucking ants, and I'm like, this is your big bad for the next phase, right? And he's beat by ants.
He was just one of many, so
Okay. I was like, okay.
I knew that wasn't gonna be the end of it, but it did surprise me as well.
Okay, all right. Again, there's a much darker ending to this that was leaked out about a year ago, and it was confirmed. The original ending to this was Scott gets fucked over and left in the quantum realm trapped, and Kang escapes. That was the original ending to this.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Now, he is beaten to an inch of his life. Kang is like, yeah, I'm fucking out of here. And he escapes, and he leaves Scott behind.
As he should.
Speaking of Kang, did you guys hear the updates about Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, it's not looking good for the accuser in the trial.
I don't know anything about that. Okay.
So, from all accounts, it seems like Disney is still... No, we're going to hold out. We're going to wait to see what happens with the whole trial.
Next movie here is Civil War.
Oh, this is really good.
It was Marvel's like, this is when things got really kind of claustrophobic for me with the movies going forward. This is when they try to fit as many characters as they could. And it started affecting the story for a little bit. They learned how to deal with it better going on, but here it was kind of touch and go with the pacing and stuff like that. They introduced Spider-Man, they introduced Black Panther in this. Oh no, Black Panther was an Avengers, right?
No,
in here with when they killed his dad.
Spoilers. Yeah. This is the first appearance. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot going on. It was a little too much going on.
Okay. I'm with Gio. I like this version of the Black Panther a lot more.
He was so badass. I want to watch this again just for that. To War C. Okay.
Yeah. Marvel. Marvel.
Yeah, this Black Panther was he was dead behind the eyes. Like he was like, I don't care.
I'm noticing Marvel kind of has a trend of they introduce really badass characters and then they kind of neuter them as the series goes on.
Yep.
They did it with Hulk. They did it with Winter Soldier. They kind of did it with Black Panther. Did it
with Thanos.
Yeah, they keep fucking around with Thanos, and in the what if stuff, and it's like, yeah, stop using them. You need to stop using them because.
Well, no, he was a monster throughout the whole first part of the series, and then he snaps everybody away. And then the next movie is all just beaten up and burnt out and living on the farm, and then it gets killed in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean he was growing some premium herb on that farm though, man. That's
he was getting blasted.
That was his new business venture. He was going to restart certain parts of the galaxy selling that stuff.
He was getting so high he was seeing humans. Those are us and the aliens.
That Space Kush, man, that shit looked powerful. That's what he was cooking in that pot, man.
He's got that shit from Titan, son. Titan's got the good stuff.
Let's see. I would agree with the B, but it did give us Spider-Man in the Marvel thing. That was fun. I remember when that happened. Everybody lost their minds when that trailer revealed the character reveal. Next one, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
S. Sorry.
A.
Oh, come on, son! It's like the best movie.
Right. Oh, it's right up there. I got love for James Gunn. Yeah, S. I fucking love this movie. I watched it again. I watched 1 and 2 before going to see 3, and this one holds up really well. I love this movie. It's such a fun movie. It's such a fun movie. I distinctly remember when it was announced the James Gunn and the casting and everything, and I thought this is gonna be fucking horrible.
Dude, I was ugly crying laughing at this film when I first saw it. Like I was dying. It's so funny when you first see it because it was so unexpected. Like, and it has that trauma because James Gunn came through with the veins of trauma and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it has that kind of trauma feel, practical effects kind of stuff, you know. And I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like that was I say nobody read that comic book, and it's pretty much true except for me. It feels like. But I love seeing Groot and Rockets, and you see like Chris Pratt become like a fucking mega star because of this.
Yeah,
and just seeing the repercussions of everything that was happening because this one actually, like Thanos is in it. They say Thanos' name for the first time in this film. We get
and he
like,
shows up and actually talks with different characters.
Yeah, he's like involved with stuff. You know, he's given Ronin like orders and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You got like the first like gem was in here. We started getting into the idea of the Infinity Gems coming up. So this is like a turning point. You get like an origin of the gems in this movie. Like it's great.
Yeah. Did you ever hear Gunn? Did you ever hear Gunn talk about like him creating the origin of the stones?
Oh, I said they could do whatever he wanted. He was like, whatever. They had no idea.
He bullshit his way through. He's like, yeah, fuck it. It's this, and this over 2 hours. He basically came up with the origin of the stones in the MCU, and he didn't think much of it. He's like, yeah, fuck it, just this. And that is what they've been using ever since. So it's pretty crazy. Just bullshit his way through it. You didn't even think twice.
Nice. So A or S? Or
S. Goddamn S. I thought this was going to be a horrible film when it was first announced with everything, including the cast, and goddamn, they were spot on. It's great.
Avengers.
The soundtrack is the GOAT, son. It's like the greatest.
So
yeah, it's a good one.
Comic book movie soundtrack.
Next one is Avengers 2: Age of Ultron.
A.
Oh
B?
wow! I thought I was the only one that would be here. Okay. I originally did not care for this. Upon rewatch a few years ago, this sets up so much. I'm talking about years and years and years of stuff in the MCU come from this film. It's really good. I'm with Gabe. A.
Yeah, we get a lot out of this movie. Like the Ultron stuff is the worst stuff like of the film, right? It was everything else, was what was really interesting, the Vision stuff and that kind of things with that.
I haven't seen it in a good while, so I don't know. I was gonna say B, but I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it, but I'll leave it at an A. Whatever.
It's really good. This was also.
I remember really liking it when I saw it in theaters. So that's.
This was also the film that broke Joss Whedon.
That's true.
That was the last one he did, huh? Okay.
Yeah, he had a lot of problems on set, not because of his behavior. That came later, but just making the movie.
All right. What's
first Doctor Strange movie?
See. It's solid. It's good.
I'm not a fan of this movie. I was gonna do D.
Wow.
To me, it has very little replay value. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know. Wasn't feeling it.
They replayed that one scene like 35,000 times, though.
Also true. Yeah. Good point. I just thought it was okay. I don't know. I did like that.
For a while, but I'll take you guys' word for it. I'm kind of on edge about it.
I like it just a little bit better than Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. Between the two, if I had to pick, I'd watch the first one more than Mom. Let's do. You guys want to do C?
We'll do C.
Let's see. Okay, let's leave it up for now. What is this? Guardians Volume 2.
B.
B.
Not as good as the original, but I thought the story was really emotional for this one.
Yes. Yeah. That scene at the end where Yondu's talking to him about, he wasn't your dad or something and father and everything. That always gets me, man.
Like
That
he may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy or whatever. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. It always hits me in the feels, man. It's a good movie. It's very solid. It's fun. It's got pacing problems, I think a little bit, but it's a good movie overall. I don't hate it.
I'm with Lars. I give it like a C, but it was good, but it was living in the shadow of the first film, and I think I had higher expectations for it. I think they were still trying to do the same stuff to try and make it work, and you can't do that with movies, But yeah, it's Ego. I don't like what they did with Ego. I wish they would have actually made him a planet, and you see his face on the side of the planet and all that kind of stuff, But yeah. And then they killed one dude. Like, I hate that. Don't kill characters. Ugh.
How'd you feel about 3? I love 3. 3 is my favorite, actually, of the 3 films.
And it's like a B.
Okay.
I liked it enough. Every one of these movies they ruined. What was the first? Who was the villain in the first film? Yeah, every one of these movies they ruined the character, the villain.
First one had
Ronan,
and Ego, and now that other dude.
High Evolutionary.
High Evolutionary.
Yeah, none of these are like anywhere near comic book accurate at all, besides their names.
That's fair.
I was disappointed that High Evolutionary did not want to deal with the Inhumans. That bummed me out.
That's fair. I loved High Evolutionary as a villain. I fucking hated his ass. They set it up enough that you're just like, God, this motherfucker has to go.
Yeah, but it's not like like the comic version. He's not so like spazzy and like all over the place. Like he's a more even keeled person who's more of a super powered like character. Like you should be able to shoot lasers and stuff like that. And it's weird, but yeah. Kurt Russell was a waste in that movie.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
B, they dealt with Ego's planet for too long.
I wanted more of him as the planet, like see his face.
Been fun, yeah. Next one, Iron Man 3.
D?
C for me.
D, C? Okay, I'll go with maybe.
I'm gonna be controversial here. I was gonna do like the solid B.
I like it. It's a Shane Black movie. It's set in Christmas.
I really like it. The more I watch it, the more I like it. At first, I was pissed off because of the twist, like everybody else. But the more I've seen it, I'm like, damn, it's a good movie.
It's fun. I mean, that whole scene where he's got to save people from the plane and everything, and he's, I think it's a fun movie. Overall, it's really fun. The big thing that people have against it is that, there's not enough Iron Man in it. And I think that's kind of the whole point, where it's saying he's more than just the suit, that Tony Stark is really Iron Man.
Ben Kingsley was great. Those first 30 minutes or whatever before the big reveal for Ben Kingsley's character, I was into it. And if they would have just stuck with that and have like the real like that terrorist version of Mandarin, I was hooked. I thought it was great.
Do you remember the marketing for it?
A little bit.
Yeah, how great Ben Kingsley sold you on the marketing of like they'll never see me coming and all that other shit. Like,
man.
You're like, yo, this is badass, and then it wasn't.
And then it happened.
It wasn't badass.
What a waste! No, I was with Gio. Like I was hooked on the terrorist kind of organization. Mandarin.
That was a cool angle to the character.
Yeah, I was in, dude. They had me, and I was like, oh, it's just this guy. Oh, and even the current like Shang-Chi origin of it now, I'm still like, it could have just been like a terrorist.
Yeah, I did like in Shang-Chi when Mandarin, the real Mandarin, says like they named me after a fruit. I thought that was funny. So is it C?
Language?
C or D? C?
Oh, well, you said B.
I said B because that's just me. I'm weird.
Lou said B. I said C. So make it B. 2 B's.
We'll go with a
B
B.
to C.
All right, let's go. B. We'll check back on it after we're done. The first Iron Man movie.
Cleveland Brown is drunk. Somebody get his keys.
What about the first Iron Man movie?
S. It started everything. S. God damn, it's still a great movie.
I was gonna say A because
Oh,
I don't like the bad guy. What's his name?
Obadiah Stane.
Yeah, but when he, I don't know.
It kicked off to you, man. You don't.
I saw the trailer at Comic-Con. I can still remember the chills I felt.
Oh my
You
god!
see him just like break the sound barrier. They showed that at Comic-Con, and everybody had an orgasm.
Dude, I remember when I first saw that trailer as well. I was in class and I downloaded it to my iPod.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
iPod. Jesus Christ!
You were in school, and I'm at Comic-Con.
I was in school. I downloaded that shit to my iPod.
Where
I'm
was
pretty sure
I?
I was in summer school. And I remember watching it in class going, ho, 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 where he's flying in the sky. And he literally, it's a teaser. And he breaks through the sound barrier and you get your first look at the suit. Oh, I was so geeked. And then you go watch it in theaters and you hear about this guy like Robert Downey Jr. I don't know. He's got kind of a checkered past. We'll see what happens. Fucking embodies Tony Stark, nails it for the whole film.
Makes it his character. That's not Tony Stark in the comics ever.
No, that is Robert Downey Jr. And
nobody even liked Iron Man, the comic book.
No, he was a B and C list character. But the thing is, and it kickstarted his career again. And goddamn, they could not have picked a better fucking actor for that. Jon Favreau had to fight to get Robert Downey Jr. to be Iron Man. The studio was like, we don't know. He's kind of a hazard. You know, he's got to check her past. Oh, God. And then the reveal. I still remember the after the credits scene. And that night, watching it, when Nick Fury comes out, it's Sam Jackson.
That was pretty cool.
Now, it's not as big of a thing. Back then, it was like, holy fuck, they're actually doing it. And he comes out, he talks to Tony Stark, and he says, I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. Whole theater lost their shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, so S. I'd give Iron Man an S if we would have seen some nip or side boob from Paltrow. Okay.
She doesn't have any side boobs. She just has side ribs.
You know what I miss the most though from this movie? The practical suits.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So sick of the nanotech shit that they keep doing, where it's clear that they're wearing a suit in CGI, and they just put in the suit late. I'm tired of that shit.
Last one that did it well was Iron Man 3.
I really like that they used practical suits here.
Yeah. Next one.
I like how War Machine's on the cover, but he was never in the movie.
Next time, baby. No, not next time for you, Terrence Howard.
I felt bad about that because I like.
No, wait a minute. This is a mistake. This is Iron Man 2. My bad. Let me find the real one.
Oh,
that's why. Where the heck is the first one here?
Top row.
Right. Yeah, top row.
To your right.
There we go. Sorry, let's switch it out. My bad. We can go ahead and talk about Iron Man 2 while we're at it, and let's downgrade Iron Man 2 all the way down to around here.
B?
I say a solid D for Iron Man 2.
It ain't good.
Got
Wait,
Mickey
that's about
Rourke.
he pees in the suit, right?
Yes.
F.
And Mickey Rourke doing something with his favorite bird next to him. I don't know what was happening there.
Yeah, they tried to do Demon in a bottle and did not work.
Well, they decided not to go like that route when they were like doing the script. They said
they also gave the villain was a mashup, right, of like 3 different Iron Man villains.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was Whiplash, the one with the red suit. I can't remember the
Omega
Russian red suit. No. Wait a minute. Let me.
But I thought he was I thought he was fine. I didn't know he was a mashup of different characters.
Flash is
That was Mickey Rourke coming off of The Wrestler.
Trivia. Marvel Comics for a new version. No, that's not it. He's a combination of Whiplash and Crimson Dynamo. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was weird. They the Elon Musk. He was in it. They filled it with like weird kind of like celebrities in the background.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, remember when people thought Elon was for like a year or two, and then it's yeah, no, not really.
I don't think because it's Elon Musk. I think it's just because they just were throwing in celebrities for like weird reasons.
Mm-hmm. Next one, Thor: Dark World.
D.
Ooh, yeah.
F maybe. No D.
I'm with Gabe. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's a D. I mean, it's not Jonah Hex or Batman and Robin, but it's
the beginning of this is solid, in my opinion. But then it just goes downhill pretty quick.
When he threw the hammer and it was like gaining momentum going through portals, I was like, "Oh, dude, this is just like in because I was doing like the Jonathan Hickman run where he threw it in the sky and it came back."
Yeah.
So I was hoping for that, but.
And then you see the conflicts of like Asgard fighting in the different realms and the politics of all that stuff. I'm like, oh, this is going to be awesome. No, it wasn't.
Or just how the weird stuff with Jane Foster and the ether.
Yes, that also.
Or Thor going into like that ayahuasca kind of like drug haze in a spa, in like the hot streams or something. And he's using Infinity Gauntlet.
I forgot about the best thing about this movie is Loki. I think he's great in this.
Or what's this guy's name? The bad guy, Malekith.
Yeah. Oh wow, the doctor.
He got butchered. He's my favorite of the Thor bad guys, and I was not happy with that.
You cannot catch a break, Gio.
Nope, not at all. Like, cool, we're going to get the elf wizard. He's going to be awesome. No, he's not.
No, he wasn't that good. Christopher Eccleston.
Maybe it's not being dumb and just give us Beta Ray Bill already.
That's true.
They keep teasing it. But they don't commit to it.
You saw his head sculpture in Sakaar and his weapon in Infinity War.
Well, Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the heads, the skulls on a pike, is whatever race Beta Ray Bill is.
Yeah,
did not know that. Cool.
Who knows if we're gonna keep getting Chris Hemsworth, because he said he's not gonna fucking do these movies anymore if he keeps getting these mad scientist directors. I was like, God damn, bro.
Yeah,
I'm happy with the reception of that movie, dude. You know,
I found it funny that he was criticizing Ant-Man 3. I'm like, did you look at your own movie and the reception that got?
Hemsworth?
Yeah, in one of the like a vanity article or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he talked shit about Love and Thunder too. He wasn't that crazy about it either. So,
his kids were criticizing the movie and the CGI. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Okay, next one.
You can't get a break. None of the Thor movies are that good besides Ragnarok.
Yes, I would agree. Next one, Incredible Hulk.
A.
I love it, and I still think this is highly underrated.
Yeah. I would have loved to have seen Ed Norton to keep the character.
Me too.
Oh my god,
I was going to say that.
Oh,
I hate that they let him go. That they went separate ways.
He is so good in this movie. Well, there was a whole bunch of production problems with this. Ed Norton rewrote parts of the script and stuff like that. There was a lot of behind the scenes drama. It was still a great movie, and Ed Norton rewrote. It worked.
I think this is the movie where it was like, wow, these comic book movies are getting really good. Like, because before this, we were getting junky stuff like the last Hulk movie or Daredevil and things like that. This is the one where it's like, if you take it serious, you can make amazing things.
And it solidified what started in Iron Man, because we had Iron Man cameo at the end.
Yep.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that Marvel originally, this was the one that they were banking of the two that would be the bigger hit and would kickstart their universe for real, was Hulk. Because Hulk was an established character and he's really popular.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man was the thing that took off, and they were just like, yeah, let's just do an Iron Man movie. And this was the one they wanted to really fly out. Man, and the fight with Abomination at the end,
yeah, that's really good.
Still great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what's the name of the actor that plays Abomination? I love that guy. I can't think of his name, but I love him from like Reservoir Dogs and everything else.
This to me, this and the first Avengers movie are what I think of when I think of the Hulk.
And
I love what they did here.
And I love that they're bringing back Dr. Stern as the leader. That we got teased on this one too.
That new Captain America movie is secretly a Hulk movie in disguise.
Yeah.
Because you got Ross is in it. Betty's going to show up as well. Leader. It's practically a Hulk movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Harrison Ford having to answer nerdy questions on the press tour going, I don't fucking know.
Heck yeah.
This is check.
The first Avengers movie.
S.
Looks great. The 4K of this looks amazing.
There's nothing else that needs to be said. It's S.
Yeah, that's like the legit GOAT. I think is the first Avengers film.
I was spoiled on the whole Thanos thing, and I was so pissed off when the movie was coming out. A friend of mine thought it was hilarious to prank me and spoil the movie because he saw it first.
Oh.
I was so pissed off. I didn't enjoy it when I saw it in theaters because I was mad that he spoiled it. So on a second viewing, I was able to like, oh, this is really cool. First one, I was like, man, I'm pissed off. I wanted to be surprised. Thor 1, the first Thor movie.
C? B? Yeah.
I like
it's okay, but it's like, man, they really just either the cocaine budget went all the cocaine, I mean, or it was just because there was the budget, like this was like it was all filmed in like one area of town, it's all like the same set.
In New Mexico.
His suit looks like it's just like a thick t-shirt. The Destroyer was just kind of weak and had like really cheesy graphics. Like it's a really odd movie. Like it just seemed very like cheap. And it was fun. I like the fish out of water aspect of it and all. But it's not. None of the Thor movies have been that great.
That was a prank. That was just they were mean idiots. Still salty about that. However many years later.
You should be allowed to punch people in the balls if they spoil something. Like right out the gate.
I hate that. That's rude. Especially if you know the person loves movies and the experience of watching a film. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If they don't care about the movie, whatever. Anyways. Captain America, first Avenger.
A-S? Like it's this top tier.
I would say a solid A.
I love the because this is done by the director that did Rocketeer. And I like it has that same old time feel to it.
Mm-hmm. It's an old timey film.
Yeah.
The
only thing I hate about this movie and it disappointed me is we never got to see him like frozen in the block of ice.
Oh.
So he just woke up on the bed.
I love the Red Skull.
Maybe they ran out of money. Like, we can't do the block of ice. Sorry. Let's just cut to him in the bed.
But the end when he runs out into like Times Square and it's like he's on an alien planet basically.
Next one is what the heck is this? Deadpool 2.
B.
I love Deadpool 2. That's an A for me. God, it's such a fun movie. We get the Juggernaut in the movie out of nowhere.
I might have to see this again. I think the main villain, like that kid, just annoyed me. Like his son or whatever it's supposed to be.
I think, but he's supposed to be annoying, isn't he? Like that's the whole point of the character.
No, but just like not, like annoying as in like it turned me off from the whole movie. Like they took it too far then or something.
It did have Cable.
I love the introduction of X-Force, and then it's like, all right, badass. Oh. We're getting all the members of X-Force.
I think that's what made me. That's what it was that I didn't like about it. Oh yeah, here's Shatterstar and everybody. I'll die.
I laughed so fucking hard, dude. And that whole scene had me dying, where they're all jumping out of the plane and the wind takes them. Oh,
see, this is the thing with Deadpool and me is I hate when they turn him Looney Tunes, and it's starting to get like that, like the whole Celine Dion, him and the heels and all that kind of stuff, right? It seems to get a little Looney Toony.
Oh, I love that stuff though. Deadpool is a character I just give it a pass because I love that stuff with him.
So you're gonna say A or B or
B's fine, or A, whatever you guys. What do you think, Gio?
I like the first movie more than the second one.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
I think this one suffered for with Guardians of the Galaxy, where it was just too many characters and a little bit overstuffed. And but it was all the stuff you guys mentioned that was funny. The whole X-Force thing, I laughed too. But I like the first one a little bit more. I don't know. I did like Cable though. He was cool with that.
Cable was great.
Time travel. Ugh.
X-Men Dark Phoenix, whatever thing.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's just garbage fire.
I haven't actually seen it.
I tried to watch it and I shut it off after about 10 minutes.
Let's just do that.
I felt bad because I hope they bring that girl back who played Jean Grey. I think she's a perfect Jean Grey.
What's her name from Game of Thrones?
Yeah. I think the casting of the X-Men in this round was like spot on. It was like my favorite casting.
Yeah, I agree. It was really good. Logan.
S.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
I love this film. I love Logan. It's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. X-23 is badass. It's such a beautiful stuff to the character. Bringing him back for this new Deadpool movie. We don't need it. It's such a fucking great movie. You know,
I think he died like a bitch.
Oh man, I love that movie. I love the ending scene. As a parent to two girls now, it even hits more at the end. God, when she puts the cross up and then turns it into an X, I was like, God damn, it's such a great movie.
They had to do
I think that's what I was talking about. That's when it was dumb. Come on, stop.
It was very like a fourth wall, like because he's an X-Men. Get it? Wink.
I still loved it. It hit all the feels for me. And it's a beautiful 4K disc.
I think at the beginning when he was like the limo driver and like shooting people and stuff like that, getting the bar fights again still.
And actually murdering people on screen. Like, whoa, finally.
Yeah,
I'm pumped to see him in Deadpool 3. As long as I hope the rumor that it's all multiverse, like Deadpool and Wolverine, I hope that's not true. I'm gonna freaking just gonna spat him out.
Yeah.
This is the first time we get rated R Logan, where actually he cuts, gonna lose limbs and shit, and it's blood and everything.
Next one, the New Mutants.
See?
Remember when we thought this was never going to come out after so many delays?
Yeah, I remember that. Did I see this? I don't even remember.
I never saw this.
I don't remember.
It's like a C. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
I would say
it follows the basic steps and it checks off all the X's. You know, it's a solid C. Like, okay, you did the work, but you didn't really put much effort into it.
Oh,
you know?
On that description, I think it fits more of a D.
Somebody filmed a few actors in their backyard.
I mean, it's a paint by numbers movie with the kind of a horror twist to it. You know.
Okay.
Did Jess ever see this?
I would think so because he loves that chick.
Yeah, because of the actress and the character, because it's magic.
I think just
I
did
know-
say it. I think he liked it.
Okay, good for him. X-Men Apocalypse.
F.
That was terrible.
Oh my god.
I
You remember when the
only
worst thing about this movie, which
Yeah.
ended up being the best thing, is when they just memed the Apocalypse because he looked like
Ivan Ooze.
Grimace. He was like purple.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
I-
saying he looked like the that one villain from Power Rangers.
Ivan Ooze. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean that was
And
like the worst thing, and then they were like, "Oops!" So we should turn the tone up a little bit more. And I wish that was the only bad thing about this movie. This thing was just hot trash.
The one thing I did like about it was the fact that it gave me the Saturday morning cartoon feels, because this was the first X-Men movie where they were all suited up and it's like, go X-Men, let's fight this bad guy, like the cartoons. That aspect to it, I like it, but I recognize that it's a terrible movie. So I agree it's an F.
My favorite thing in here is that it's another example of Olivia Munn being cast just because she's hot, because she gets like 2 lines in the whole film.
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
And another great thing about it is Apocalypse, every time he changed somebody into a horseman, they got like super cool armor and all this kind of stuff. And Psylocke got a bikini.
Oh, of course.
It was great.
And the 4K of this movie is so good that you see the makeup stuff on Apocalypse, all the imperfections of the suit and the prosthetics and all that stuff, because it's so highly detailed for that Fox 4K release. It's insane.
Isn't this the last movie that came out before it came out that Bryan Singer is apparently a diddler, or allegedly he's a diddler?
I think
I don't remember the timeline for that.
This is the last one. I think that's
He's allegedly, yeah.
So yeah, F. Sorry, Apocalypse. Stay dead. X-Men. What is this? First Class.
S.
Ooh, S.
S
I'm
or
a
A,
kid.
because I love First Class.
Oh my God, yeah, Michael Fassbender as Magneto. I wanted a Magneto Nazi hunting movie after that scene.
We never got
yeah.
it.
I mean, it's almost like the death of Uncle Ben. We always have to see the origin of Apocalypse or of Magneto. It always has to be, the kid being dragged away in the concentration camp, right? They have that every time. But this was the best one that they ever did. I don't think you can top it.
Yeah, no, this is great. I love it.
I loved the entire casting. The kid that plays Beast, the kid that plays Cyclops is great. No, that's the second one when they put January Jones, or was it this one? Was January Jones?
She's
Emma
on this.
Frost?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sucked. She was just, I don't know what happened, because she was at the time like a massive, beautiful star because of Mad Men, and was a horrible actress in this film. But everything else about this movie was fantastic.
Sebastian Shaw was great in my
Yeah, we got the blue suits, the blue and yellow suits. Like, it all made sense.
And when they killed off Darwin, that was stupid.
That was like the dumbest thing of all time.
Yeah.
That's like the storm line from the first movie of what happens to a frog when it gets struck.
Yeah.
Like it's that dumb.
I think Lou froze. So
Oh, funny. So just you and I for right now. Then that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe if I boot him out or something.
but I think it's an A with potential to be an S, but it's not. Sorry. I do want to watch this again though. I need to grab these movies.
I came out of this movie like excited, like, because the third film of the last version of the X-Men was just horrible. It was another Dark Phoenix that just shot the bed. And then this came out, and I was like, "This is like the best one ever!" Like, it was so exciting. It was so fun. The whole Cold War situation, and how it's different from the comics, but I love it. How Magneto was swatting away the bullets and one ricocheted, and that's how Professor X was paralyzed. Like that. The actor that plays Professor X in here is awesome. I can't think of his name at the moment, but he's
James McAvoy.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Let's see.
I have to agree with Tasty Melon though. Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique in here was kind of eh.
I'd agree with that. Next one is the Wolverine sequel to X-Men First Class.
A or B? Like yeah, that's right.
Not sequel to X-Men Origins Wolverine. There we go. Sorry. I would say you'd say A.
A or B? Yeah.
I think I only saw this in theaters once, and that was it. So I don't know. I would say B. I don't think it's as good as in the same league as First Class.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. Yeah, because the whole stupid Silver Samurai and them cutting his like blades off is dumb.
Hold on. Comics guy.
They get like adamantium to cut his blade so they could drill in and get like the marrow from his bones or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dumb. So yeah, we'll knock it down for that.
Hey,
oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Here. Yes.
Yeah, what up, dude?
Sorry.
Welcome back.
My Wi-Fi dropped out.
It's all good.
All right, let's speed run this, so you don't have to use your hotspot too much. What do you think of the Wolverine?
Great. I really enjoyed it. I liked it when it first came out. It's a great first step for James Mangold, and eventually we got a better film with Logan.
Would you say it's a B? We placed it at B.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a solid. Yeah.
There you go. Okie dokie. First Deadpool movie.
S.
Yes.
Love it. I love it. Tim Miller crushed it first time. I think this is his first time directing a film. It's a really tight movie. It comes in at like an hour, 45, 2 hours, something, and it flies by. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
It's another one of those movies where they gave it like no trust and no budget. And just knocked it out of the park and just made it like a phenomenon.
Do you remember how this got made? Do you remember how this got made originally?
Oh, yeah, when that trailer got leaked? Yeah.
Leaked. The test footage got leaked, and nobody knows exactly who leaked the test footage. It was probably Ryan Reynolds. And it caught fire on the internet, and Fox was like, okay, we'll give you a small amount to make the rated R movie. And it blew up.
Dude, they released it on Valentine's Day, which was even funnier.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's similar to Guardians, where you had no expectations.
I think this movie... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gio.
Like, for non-comic book fans, they weren't ready for what was going to happen. So it was like a run-and-gun success, similar to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. This movie is... It's like a raunchy movie a little bit too, where little kids that go see it learn something that they never would have learned elsewhere.
A couple years later, they're gonna Google that stuff.
Yeah. Oh no, they had to Google it, but they saw some pegging happening in this.
I remember, when I was in the theater, I'm like, there are little kids about to watch this movie. I don't think parents realize this isn't a traditional Marvel movie because this was the first rated R one.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, he looks like Spider-Man. Sure.
It's one of those comic book movies. It'll be all right.
Yeah. I think I might put on the first Daredevil movie tonight. Oh, not Daredevil, the first Deadpool movie tonight after this. I love that movie. It's fun.
It's hilarious. Just like the opening sequence and everything is fantastic.
They totally nailed the character. They got exactly the character right.
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Ooh,
A. Yeah, I saw it a few weeks ago. It's still great.
Wait. It has to be the Rogue cut, though.
Yes, I agree.
I know they have it differentiated on here because the Rogue cut was never released in theaters.
No, we don't have it here. No.
It's great. Rogue cut.
So let's just assume it's the Rogue cut.
Yeah, A.
There we go. Okay. X-Men Origins Wolverine.
F.
Oof, that was atrocious.
I mean, I saw the movie when it got leaked another movie that got leaked before it was like pre-CGI was finished.
Yeah,
and it was already garbage. Like I was, that hurt the box office because people knew it was garbage right away.
Yeah, The movie was so bad that Deadpool 2, they retroactively fuck it over because he goes back in time and shoots himself in the movie.
And the action figure shows up for
And the action figure shows up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that the merc with the mouth, and then they sew his mouth shut. It's like, you guys are idiots.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Speaking of road cut, did you guys see Wolverine extended cut? Frank Miller ninja scene was awesome. That was a great
good.
scene.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm about to double check that. I'm not sure if I've seen that or not.
It's good, man. It's worth it.
Amazing Spider-Man, the first Andrew Garfield movie.
D.
I would say, I was going to say D, but
D's fine.
Because I think he's my favorite Spider-Man of the three. And Lizard's in it. I know he doesn't look like super cool or anything, but Lizard and Scorpion are my favorite Spider-Man villains. So I was really excited. That's why it's not a total F for me. And you had that wonderful Branzino scene. I'm joking, by the way. It's a sarcasm.
I just thought the Lizard thing was cool, and then it was dumb because he had his own antidote. Like it's just right out of like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Like it should have just been Scooby-Doo, you know.
I did like that library scene where Spider-Man's crawling around him and fighting and webbing him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that Stan Lee scene? Yeah.
Minus the Stan Lee cameo, because whatever. But then the scene where the cops shoot Lizard, and for one frame, he has the lab coat on. I'm like, hey, he's going to keep the lab. No, he ripped it off. And so it was just like a Goomba lizard fighting. But whatever.
Lizard.
Yeah. What is this? X-Men 3, The Last Stand.
F.
Oh, no. F. Horrible.
That's an F.
That's terrible.
They can't do Dark Phoenix right. I hope they don't. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see Kevin Feige do Dark Phoenix.
They should just ignore it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's like the biggest X-Men storyline.
You know they will. They're going to do it. They're going to do Phoenix at some point.
Right,
next one is X2.
A.
Still a great movie.
Might even be S. I don't know.
That opening sequence with Nightcrawler in the White House is so good, man. Oh my god.
Oh, just
Still
the military invasion scene and Wolverine just tearing everybody apart in the mansion in the kitchen and stuff.
Yeah.
I know there's no blood, but that was like the coolest. That was like, oh, that's when it really just hit hard.
It's a crying shame we couldn't get Nightcrawler in any more of these movies because the actor hated the prosthetic work and how long it took to get it on him.
No, I can imagine. Let's see. We got the second Amazing Spider-Man movie.
F minus.
Yeah,
I'm not going to argue with
not
you guys.
Acknowledge it. Can we not acknowledge it? Just it never happened.
Other than the Gwen Stacy snapping her neck thing, this movie's total trash.
Oh, it's horrible.
It does have a cool music score from Hans Zimmer. So.
Oh, you mean the part where he's bouncing around playing Itsy Bitsy Spider against all the electrical
Oh,
stuff?
hell yeah. That was super fun. I like that.
You know what kills
me? That
me?
was cheesy, but I liked it.
You know what kills me is this is actually my favorite suit. I love the suit. I love the web slinging in it. I love the opening shot where the actual wind is fluttering in the suit. It just adds a nice little touch to it. Everything else about this movie, horrible. Absolutely
Paul
terrible.
Giamatti as Rhino?
Yeah, terrible. Yeah.
Jamie Foxx's Electro was like just the worst thing where he falls into a vat of electric eels and he becomes not a nerd. He comes out like handsome and his teeth get straightened. And
oh, yeah.
I mean, okay.
I just spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get braces to fix my teeth. I'd rather fall into a water full of eels.
To be fair, it is a better excuse than getting bitten by a lion and getting lion powers like Kraven looks like he's going to get in this new movie that's coming out.
Kraven sucks.
That's a good point.
It is a better excuse. Just, do you guys remember the deleted scene where it turns out Peter's dad is okay and he's visiting him at the grave or whatever it is? Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Let's see. The first X-Men movie from 2000.
B.
B. It was a pivotal movie. It was a pivotal movie. Right.
Yeah.
It's another one of those low budget darlings where they just did what they could, and they had the senator turn into just a blob of water.
That was a great scene. That fucked me up as a kid when I watched that.
And the first Stan Lee cameo. Then we got like 100 of them afterwards.
Yeah.
Morbius.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's trash.
Let's go straight to the F pile.
Gabe, get 3 or 4 of your friends, get a few beers, get loaded. You know, marijuana is legal in your state. And just watch it. Honestly, it's terrible, but it's a great movie just to get loaded and have fun with your friends.
Next one, Kingsman.
A.
Hey,
Or
love it.
wait, which one is this? The first one? No, the second one.
A.
Still A?
I think both those Kingsman movies are fantastic.
They're fun.
I have not seen the second one, so I don't know.
They're fun.
But I'll trust you guys and do A. And let's do Men in Black 3 or 4 or whatever. Men in Black 4. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I've never seen it.
I think it's a good old F. I did not like it.
You didn't like the Babu Freak character? Yeah.
No. The original Kingsman movie, the first one.
A.
Hey,
It's another A. The Men in Black movies. Let's just do all 3 in a row real quick here at the same time. Sorry. Men in Black 2.
I love all 3.
Yeah, I think they're all A or B.
I would say the first one's still the best of the bunch. Let's do this over here. Let's do A. Second one, I didn't care for too much. I would do B. And the third one I like less, but you guys think it's also a B or an A?
yeah, I really liked the third one. I liked the ending of it and the big reveal at the ending. I thought it was good.
Time travel.
I know, but I thought it actually worked in this one.
Hey, Josh Brolin, and he played Kate and Thanos, 2 characters involved with time travel.
Josh Brolin as K, I thought really worked.
The other Kingsman movie, whatever the heck the name of it is, I don't know.
I forgot this was a thing.
Oh, I forgot there was a third one. I think it was A too. I remember. It's on Oh yeah, it's a good movie. Fuck it, make it an A. I don't know.
We're doing an A. There we go. Punisher from what's his name?
Thomas Jane?
Thomas Jane. Yeah.
B.
C?
Yeah, B, C.
Not great, but nothing horrible.
You see. Fan 4 stick.
D, because the first half is actually really good.
Yeah,
Once they do the time jump, it just turns into an abortion in a car accident.
I'm actually with Gabe on this one. I'm like, yeah, this isn't really a Fantastic Four movie, but I'm liking the characters. It's not terrible. And then they do the time jump, and I immediately just went, wow.
Yeah. 2 of the biggest crimes in this movie. 1, whatever Dr. Doom was in that movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And 2, I really got mad when Ben Grimm's catchphrase stems from child abuse that he experienced in his house.
Wow.
Like, let's get it's clobbering time. That's what his brother would say when he would beat him up. And I thought that was a real insult to a fantastic character to do that. So I was really mad when I saw that movie.
Yeah. We were supposed to get a Fantastic Car in this.
Oh, I saw the footage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw behind the scenes and stuff. You could see some of it.
And also, they took inspiration from Ultimate Fantastic Four. So I was really excited, but then they just went nowhere with it.
Yeah.
And I think Ultimate Fantastic Four is highly underrated. So
I was in because I was like, oh yeah, they're doing Ultimate Fantastic Four. How cool is that? Where it's the brain trust and the interdimensional portal kind of thing that Reed made. I was like, this all makes sense. This works. And then it went to crap.
And Ben Grimm's naked throughout the whole movie. Because why not?
You know, my hope is with the multiverse thing that they bring back that actor, Miles Teller, because he's actually a really good actor. He was in Top Gun and everything, and do the evil Reed Richards kind of thing.
The Maker?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be fun. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, I don't want any more multiverse nonsense though, but I'll allow it for the Maker.
Maybe like a cameo in the Kang Dynasty movie, the Avengers movie, or something like that. What about Kick-Ass 1 and 2?
A for 1. Never seen 2.
I haven't seen 2. Wait, did I see 2? I don't know if I saw 2 or not.
I love Kick-Ass.
I have not seen the second one. I do remember the first one, but let's just put the second one right there. Okay. Hulk, the 2003 Hulk movie.
C.
F. I haven't seen it since it came out though.
Ooh, wow, F.
Yeah.
D then? Make it a D?
I would say out.
Because I really like Eric Bana in it, and it is what's the name of the director?
Ang Lee.
Ang Lee, yeah. So that stuff was good, like in terms of all that, but like making it like the comic book panels moving around, the gamma ray dogs at the end, all that stuff was just horrible.
It was the first time we saw like Hulk as he should be, with the super crazy strength and the jumps and all that stuff. So that was fun.
He kept getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and at the end, it's the movie centers around abuse and child abuse as well.
Well, that's a part of the Hulk's origin, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we hadn't seen that before in live action interpretations.
That was a Peter David thing, right? Where the Hulk find out his father abused him, and that was kind of the big thing.
Thanks, Peter David.
I forgot the issue number. I think it's 371. It's the one where it's just like the silhouette of the Hulk on the cover.
I think it's a misunderstood movie. I would leave it at let's compromise right in the middle. Gabe said C.
Yeah, C's good. It wasn't horrible. It just again, like the third act is just against a CGI creature with the Hulk dogs and his dad.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Hulk dogs.
Venom Carnage thing. Whatever. The second Venom movie.
D.
I haven't seen it, but I'll trust you. I don't want to see it either. I don't care.
D.
I'm still proud that I have not seen those Venom movies.
It's better than the first one, but that's like putting a bow on a piece of shit. So
better than the first one, really?
I think it's better than the first one.
The movie's like 25 minutes long.
Like a music video.
That might be why it's better. I think it's better than the first one.
Okay.
They get rid of that shitty Woody Harrelson wig that he had in the post-credit scene.
Oh my god. What about Punisher Warzone? I know you guys.
S tier, motherfucker.
S. Goddamn S. I fucking love Punisher Warzone. Oh
I don't like this movie at all, but this is just for fun, so I'll
it's ridiculous. It's not like a well structured out thing. It's just ridiculous when people are doing like parkour in the air and they get hit by rocket launchers or by a bazooka.
That's my favorite scene. My man is doing a side flip in between a building and the rocket just comes out of nowhere and blows him up. I love this movie. Punisher punches a dude that's been snorting coke through the whole movie and breaks a hole in the guy's head. Oh, it's so over the top and dumb and fun. The director of this, she understood the assignment. She got it.
Yeah. It's like it's almost like Punisher Raid almost. Like he's just shooting people with like point blank in the face with machine guns.
Oh, the gun chandelier at the beginning of the movie is chef's kiss. Just look, this movie knows what it is, and within the first 10 minutes, if you are not in it, You're not gonna like it.
So,
S.
what are
S.
you doing? S? Oh boy. Okay,
S.
let's go.
Gabe and I unapologetically love this movie. Remember when they shoot the old lady, Gabe? We start dying laughing.
Yeah, we did a Patreon on this a long time ago.
What about the first Venom movie?
F.
C?
F. It was the worst movie I saw that year.
This was 2018.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, it's been that long.
It's
Jeez.
been-
Oh no, wait, this is F. Yeah, because I hate Eddie Brock. How they just made it at first, like the first start of the film, and he's kind of doing his whole investigative reporter stuff. He sounds like a real badass. And he's hard ass, and he's great, and he's a manly man. And then he's just a crying little bitch throughout the rest of the movie.
Wow. What about Howard the Duck?
Never seen it.
Really?
It's F.
Ooh.
With F.
Never seen it.
It's an F, but it's funny. F for funny. It's enjoyable. For what
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, he makes out with that hot chick, and it's worth
You
it for
get-
that.
Yeah. Blade Trinity.
Oh, I love this movie. I think this is like an A.
Oh man,
Really?
I respectfully.
I love all the Blade movies. All of them are great. And this is Jessica Biel like taking a shower in it and stuff. Come on.
This is C for me.
I was gonna say a D.
This movie is, I remember I saw it, and Ryan Reynolds as Hannibal King
He's great.
is the greatest thing of all time. And I remember watching it going, that guy could be Deadpool. Like, he's
Yeah.
really just a jokey asshole motherfucker in this movie. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's perfect Deadpool.
He is shredded as shit in this movie too.
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Oh, yeah, he can get it.
Remember Triple H was in the movie too?
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
With the
little
vampire dog.
Yeah.
You cock juggling thunder cunt.
I did like that he fought Dracula in the movie. That was cool.
That was
Oh, the Dracula that walked around just like he just needed a hug. Like he just
Yes. So what do you think? D, C?
Oh, dude, I'm saying A. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know.
I will die on this hill.
It's my least favorite of the Blade movies. So
it is
Oh,
my-
dude, Patton Oswalt's in this movie. Wearing a Fantastic Four shirt.
Patton Oswalt has a great story about being on set for this movie and dealing with Wesley
Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes.
That is hilarious.
Well, he was weird. Like he wouldn't close his eyes, so they had to like CGI his eyelids closed or something.
that's weird. I'll leave that there for now. I don't know.
Oh, D. Oh,
Fine, let's do C for you. What about Elektra?
F.
God, I forgot
This
was-
movie is just hot diarrhea.
Ghost Rider 2,
I
Spirit
don't
of
know
Vengeance.
which one everyone is. It's hot diarrhea also.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Ghost Rider 1.
That's also a hot. That's terrible. I'd rather have syphilis and take a leak than watch that movie.
You know what? I haven't seen this since this first came out. I thought, well, it's okay, I guess. Remember, this was the time period when this is what we would get, these kind of terrible superhero movies, but we like comics so much that we're like, well, I'll give it a pass.
It was the Fox universe, Marvel
Right, but
universe.
it's Ava Mendes. So yeah, I absolutely just threw $8 at the box office as soon as I could for this movie.
And it had
The second one has
this guy,
Idris Elba in it,
It
The
and
Yeah.
Danny Ketch as a little kid.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
visually, the second one is really awesome, but story-wise, it's an F.
No, he takes a fire piss in the
Of
second
course,
film.
and he revives a crane as a Ghost Rider crane thing with the giant hook.
And then
That's
Sam
awesome.
Elliott as like the original Ghost Rider, like cowboy Ghost Rider.
And they ride to Ghost Riders in the Sky. That was
Yeah,
great.
at the end of the movie, that should have been the entire film.
the start at the
Those
start,
two
yeah.
guys, it should have just been just those two guys with the freaking dying fiery horse with all of his skeleton falling apart, and Johnny Blaze on a motorcycle just crisscrossing the country solving crimes or something.
Yeah, but then they run out of money.
And they fought Blackheart, and he was like an emo dude.
Yeah, it was the emo guy from American Beauty that was filming his next door neighbor naked.
Holy shit, I remember him. Yeah, now I remember that guy. Okay.
Fantastic Four, first one.
Ooh.
The first one's a B. No. C. First one's C.
I haven't seen this since it came out. I can't judge it, honestly, because I don't remember almost anything from it.
What about the second one?
It's B, because Silver Surfer's badass. And no, wait. F, because Galactus is literally a fart cloud in space.
Oh my god, I'm remembering the fart cloud. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm with Gabe on this one. It's an F.
Silver Surfer was great, but it was like super kiddie and dumb. Jessica Alba in it is gorgeous in it though. And then Galactus, they show you the Galactus like a shadow of him in the cloud with the helmet, and then I'm like, oh, and then it's just a cloud the whole time. It's like, oh, what is this nonsense?
The first Blade movie.
A. Just for the blood rave at the beginning of the film.
Oh, iconic. Great. Yeah. No, A. Absolutely.
And the second Blade movie.
S.
A. Okay, S, sure. Guillermo del Toro.
Movie. Yeah, Guillermo del Toro. I love this movie. I love the concept.
The blood pack.
Yeah. The blood pack.
Hellboy in it. And was it Danny Yen or Jet Li? One of those guys?
Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this movie. I love the concept of the blood pack. I love the concept of the like the blood sucking, the guys that kill the vampires. The I can't remember the name. You know what I mean? The big bad in the movie.
There you go. Daredevil.
That's the director's cut, right?
Wait, what are we doing? We want to do director's cut or the original movie? Because both are on here
with Coolio.
Let's do the director's cut. Let's dump this. Also, we already talked about this one too. So yeah, the director's cut of Daredevil.
D? Barely?
D for Daredevil.
Wait, that's the regular one. You put the director's cut at NA.
Sorry. Yeah. It's not great, but it's fun.
It's fine. I liked Ben Affleck as a Daredevil. I liked Joey Pants as a God damn, what's the name of the reporter name? Ben
Urich.
Ben Urich, yeah.
And Kingpin. I love Michael Clark
Duncan as Kingpin, Jennifer Gardner as Elektra. I liked all that stuff. That was all fine and all. It was just kind of cheesy, and they're doing backflips and fighting each other on a playground on a teeter-totter, and he's supposed to be blind. You know?
And then he slept in the pool at night, which was really gothic and edgy.
Oh yeah, he had that sensory deprivation chamber and stuff. I liked all that stuff, and how he had like the way he folded his money is how you could tell like what denomination it was.
That's a real blind thing. That's a real blind trick, though.
Yeah. That was all cool though. They really kind of made that interesting.
Foggy was Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
And Ellen Pompeo was in the director's cut as somebody. I forgot. But she was on there before Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, and give it up to Colin Farrell as Bullseye.
Colin Farrell as Bullseye. That was fun.
I liked him as Bullseye.
Yeah. He was like the best part.
When he threw the stained glass thing as like shurikens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
Kills an old lady on the plane with a peanut.
Yeah. Spider-Man 2. Yeah,
S.
Spider-Man 2.
S. Classic.
S, F, and A for Spider-Man.
The only thing this did not have was Nickelback at the end.
Oh my god!
You gotta admit, at the time that was a banger.
Oh, Wings of an Angel is still a banger.
Yeah.
And they
Spider-Man 3 is an F, and Spider-Man 1
A. I
Oh, I
remember
forgot
the
about that.
Evanescence like soundtrack for Daredevil.
Oh
then
some
some
my
guy,
god! I had
some
the
guy in the
sound-
theater was singing it for a little too long, going along with the film. It's the first time I ever yelled and told somebody to shut the fuck up in a movie before.
Yeah, Evanescence blew up with this and wrestling because it was around the same time, right? Because
Do you remember the music video for that for Bring Me to Life where she's like it's like in a gothic tower and she's moving around and stuff like that?
do you know about the story behind that song? The
No.
studio did not believe in it, and they didn't think a female-led rock band could work. So they forced the guy that's singing the chorus line, "Wake me up," and that's all he does in the song. So they wanted to trick audiences into thinking he was the lead of the song or whatever of the band. So that was forced. He never showed up again for anything Evanescence. That was just the studio interfering.
Wow. Do you remember that video, baby? Oh my god.
No.
Ah, man, that video.
Wonder Woman 84.
Oh, dude, negative. Like this is like Z.
I
This movie was such a disappointment, dude.
didn't hate it.
Oh my
I
god,
didn't like it.
I didn't hate it.
This movie is garbage, dude. I saw it on HBO Max and I wanted to walk out of my house. Like it was horrible.
I'm gonna go take a cigarette break, honey.
The Joss Whedon Justice League version.
Yeah.
F.
That's an F. I agree with you. The Shazam movie, the first one.
B.
Yeah, B.
That's a B.
God
And the
damn.
last one on this list is Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
See,
I like it. B.
I did not care for too much of this. C.
It gets a B because of Black Bolt.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Gio.
But I'm
I remember
happy
watching-
that at least we got one of the Inhumans in a movie, you know?
I'm gonna
I
be mad
remember-
because we got John Krasinski as Reed Richards, and we're probably never gonna get him again.
That
Nope,
also
we're
sucks.
not. We are not. I remember watching that movie going, awesome, we got Black Bolt. 5 minutes later, oh shit, Gio's gonna be so pissed.
I was.
Yeah, that was literally my reaction to that.
So we don't have the 2022, most of the 2022 movies on here, or the stuff from this year. If you guys want for another
Okay.
episode, because we're already late, I can add them to this and we can talk about the newer stuff if you guys want.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I will download this and add the images for the stuff we're missing, and we can do like the third part, the finale for our
Nelly.
whatever the hell this video is.
This thing it has a couple of missions that we need to fix too.
What's missing on here?
It doesn't have the Judge Dredd movies.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Hold
Unbreakable.
on,
is
let me write this down. All right. Do Judge Dredd.
Gabe, Unbreakable.
No,
I love Unbreakable. I saw it.
I do
once
too, but it's
before.
not a comic book movie. It's a movie that uses comic books as a metaphor.
Judge Dredd. We got 2000.
I remember somebody when that movie came out. I was working at a restaurant, and the bartender was like that. He's like, "Oh, dude, you like comic books? You should see this. It's a comic book movie. It's about comic books." And I watched. I go, I guess as a metaphor, but it's kind of cool.
Save me.
Yeah. Well, everybody watch that music video again, and listen to that dude. That's all he does, and you never saw him again.
I can't wake up.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all he says.
What else are we missing? I got Judge Dredd movies. We're gonna talk about the two of them. 2022 Marvel and 2023
Sin City.
Marvel.
Sin
Sin
City.
City. Yeah.
Hellboy.
Sin City, Hellboy.
Yep. Those two movies.
The Spirit.
The Spirit. 300? Is that on here?
300 was not on there. 300.
I want to say RoboCop, but that's not a comic book movie.
Darkman.
Any chance I can get to talk about RoboCop, I'll take it.
Are there any Image movies that I'm missing?
Spawn.
Oh,
Spawn. Yeah.
Okay, so next week we'll come back next week and do the indies, if you will,
The
or,
grand
based on
finale.
independent comics.
What about stuff like we'll get the original Fantastic Four movie?
Roger
Um,
Corman?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Fantastic Four bootleg. There we go.
The old Captain America movie where the guy looked like he was wearing a Party City outfit and he was riding the
He's
motorcycle.
fighting Italian Mussolini Red Skull.
I told you guys about that movie, right?
About which one? Cap?
So yeah, that first Captain America film was filmed. The director is named Albert Pugh, and he lives here in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
I got in contact with him, and the comic book store I was working at the time, that wasn't Torpedo, it was a different shop. We rented out a movie theater to watch that Captain America with him in the audience, and we were going to do like a Q&A afterwards. And it just turned into Mystery Science Theater. Everybody that showed up just made fun of the movie the whole time.
Oh, man.
Was he in good spirits about it though? Was he?
We had to tell everybody to shut the fuck up and quit being dicks, but he was fine. Like we did a Q&A afterwards and everything, but it was kind of embarrassing.
Oh, poor guy.
Let's see.
There you go, American Splendor, Ghost World, Crow. Oh my god, we'll do comic book soundtracks, and it's gonna be a fight between the Crow and Guardians of the Galaxy.
The Crow is an S tier movie, and I will not argue. I will not have any slander against that.
Hold on. Atomic. What was it? Atomic what? Atomic
The only thing against the Crow is that it looks like it was filmed inside the asshole of 9 Inch Nails music video. That was
What were
just
you
the
saying,
aesthetic of it.
No, I got it. It's just that didn't have the screen on, but I wrote it down. Let me add to the yeah. So I'm gonna make a custom list and add it to this one. So there we go. So that's it for now. This is part 2 of our ultimate comic book movie tier list. Enjoy it, savor it,
And just so everybody knows, this is in stone and is fact and trumps whatever you think your ranking is.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
There you go. V for Vendetta is on there.
Punisher Warzone is
Did we get From Hell?
Which
League
one?
of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
No, that's not on here.
Ooh.
The movie that ended Sean Connery's career?
Yeah.
Dolph
Oh, and
Lundgren's
Team-
Punisher.
All the TMNT movies?
Wow, yeah, good one. Dolph
TMNT.
Lundgren's Punisher.
First Punisher. Okay. From Hell. Yeah, that's another comic book movie. From Hell. Okay, guys. I got some work to do for next week. We'll be back.
What was that one? 30 Days a Night?
That's a good movie. That's fun.
Yeah, the vampire one.
I think there's a sequel to it as well, wasn't there?
There's a comic sequel. I'm not sure about a movie.
Okay. So that's it for now. Let's take this off the screen here. Let's thank our wonderful sponsor for allowing us to talk about all these nerdy movies. The comic books that these are based on, you can find at instocktrades.com. Your home for all things collected editions. You get your Omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and much more, up to 50% off daily discounts, sometimes even more. We've seen stuff like at 60, 70% off. It's crazy. Orders of $50 or more gets you free shipping in the US, and if you make an order on a week-by-week basis, you get that sweet loyalty discount that adds an extra 2% to your order. We call that the loyalty discount. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Shout out to IC.
William Lee, you need to stop bringing that nonsense. If you bring that on next week's show, you're going to time out. This is nonsense.
Manga-inspired movies? Why not? We're not going to mix it with this, but I can do that. I can cook some.
Yeah, let's talk about the Dragon Ball Z movies.
Akira could be thrown in there.
Stardust, I Kill Giants. Okay. I Kill Giants was interesting. I kind of liked it.
I never saw it.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to insult the movie, but it felt like a Hallmark.
You can't adapt a perfect comic book.
It's like washing. It's like a Hallmark adaptation of it. I don't know,
God,
but
I
it's
love that book.
still okay.
The comic is amazing. Comic is great.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we're good to go. If you guys want to bounce,
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Comics Guide. Where can people find you on the internet when you're not here with us?
You can find me at Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and Comics Guide 101 on YouTube, where there's an archive of a bunch of old videos.
Heck yeah. Gabe loves 90s comics. Where you at?
Yeah. Hit me up on Instagram. Gabe loves 90s comics.
Nice. You can find my channel. That's Manga Geekdom, where I talk about all the manga that I'm reading and reviewing. Go check it out, guys. I'd appreciate it. If not, you want to chat with me, go to Twitter. Usually there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I hope you're not too mad at our choices. If not, well, too bad. We'll be back tomorrow with a manga episode. And then Monday, we do it all over again with hauls, previews, and reads. So thank you all. Good night. Stay safe. God bless. Catch you on the next stream.
Good night, everybody.
That's a way to end the show right there. Hold
Are
on.
we still alive? I think
We're still live. All right. Bye.